Japanese Grand Prix as we now head into the session to see what qualifying brings us for the build on to the race. Japan is a good track, but personally for me, I don't like it. I like the track in real life, but on the game I hate it because I just cannot get the gist of it. I just can't get used to handling these corners, especially the way I drive as well. So let's see how people cope with these Japan. I think it's going to be dry. I don't know. We've had a few wet sessions here, so if we get a repeat, then let's see how this turns out. On to short qualified, 18 minutes in the session. People who set the best lap times will start on those tyres in the top 10. People outside the top 10 will go on a brand new set of tyres if they want to. Well, they have to, that's the game rules, but they can choose whatever the tyres they want, is what I meant. Okay, then here we are, into the qualified session we go. Let's see who comes out first. It's a qualified session, thankfully, so all the drivers, and there's the left hand side of your screen. You can see one driver, or two, or a couple of drivers now, opted to go on the medium tyres. There's one driver on the hards, and that's the McLaren of Laurie Queen. I hope I said his name right. I call him Laurie, I don't know why I need to keep pronouncing his full names. The edges are fired up, so let's see who's coming out on track first. You can see a Red Bull, so let's see who it is. It is Ryan Webb. Now I think he's new to the league. I've only just seen his name today in the party with someone, so welcome Ryan Webb. He's in the Red Bull and he's currently out on track on his outlap, and he's on the set of medium tyres as well. Moderate tyre, where the moderate wear, I need to stop doing that. Yeah, there we go. For some reason it won't let me change camera angles. I like it off whole cam, especially going through the S section. Welcome to the viewers heading on to the stream. We're in the Middle East for the Japan Grand Prix. We can see a couple of drivers, the Williams, Alfa Romeo and Renault, all relatively close to each other. They need to give some space so they don't compromise their lap times and others around. I don't understand why they're close together, but I think the Williams has just drifted away from the Alfa Romeo. I don't know which one it was. Yeah, let's see what the Honda boys can do as well, the Toro Rosso and the Red Bulls. Ryan Webb, Nov in the Toro Rosso, Chris, the Polishman in the Red Bull, and where's the other Toro Rosso? Laggy Racer, 14th place, so avoid that bump. Well, you can't avoid it, you just got to make sure you don't spin during that bump. We've only got yellow flags to set to 3, so on board with Ryan. Turn in the 50 metre board, you gradually get slower through the first and second corners. Take those curves through the third corner, which he avoids, and the fourth corner he just kisses the apex, carries as much speed as possible, don't scrub off too much speed. We're into turn 5 here. There's a car in the way. Oh, did he get distracted from the car ahead coming into Degner 1? I think the meter board's been taken out, and in Degner 2. I think quite a lot of people are making mistakes. I think, yeah, he's backed off, so that's him. And there's a Toro Rosso who's just got off the track, and that is a Laggy Racer. So already mistakes are happening. And the Renault and the McLaren as well, who just got close to the Renault. That was Geordie going wide at Degner 1. The McLaren, the Renault trying to get away as much as possible. So we'll go on board with Ricky then. Pricky, sorry. So already the Renault, the McLaren and the Toro also making mistakes in this early part of qualifying. The track will gradually get more grippier as the track starts to evolve. Yellow flags everywhere. I want to see what's happening, in fact, see if anything dramatic's happening. Looks all clean at the moment, it's just people getting out of the way, and that's Laggy Racer again. He's on the same lap, he's already messed up through the S section, and now he's messed up through Degner 1. And he's lost part of his front wing by the looks of it, because the downforce he's carrying, which is not that great at that tall, so the front wing seems to be missing. As Alan, the first driver to set a lap time, has set a 1:20. Oh, it's Ginger's got quickest now. Look at that. Blue Racer's in second, so Blue Racer, Alan in the 28s. Ginger already in the 29s. 7s, sorry. I think someone's just gone off. Yeah, it's the Red Bull. I thought I saw a bit of dust kick up. That's the Red Bull who's just gone off. Geordie, hope the Red Bull don't get in the way. That's Ryan. Now he got compromised up the hill at the X section, so that's his lap over. I thought, so he continued to do another lap. And look at that blue race, it's in Geordie's way. Geordie, blue race has just completed his lap. And he can't begin doing slipstream because there's not a place to give slipstream. Oh, Geordie's backed up, I think. He's put his EOS down to 0. So both McLarens compromised each other. Blue race has just completed the lap. And Red Bull's just gone off as well. What's going on? It's already a dramatic, as they almost hit Alan. Blue race has almost hit Alan, and there's yellow flags everywhere. Japan is quite a difficult track. You need a downforce on this track, especially for these fast corners. We're missing Mickey Lindsay. He had to go somewhere. Like he races into the pits and followed by his teammate as well, who was waiting to be rolled into the pits. Chaza, is he on a lap? There's a Ferrari in the way, now he gets out of the way. He's on the medium tyres. Vlad Vodka, I don't know if he's on a lap. Timot's in the hard tyres, and Flip Flop Fish on the soft, so we'll stick with him, but he put his EOS down to 0. So I don't think he's going to go for it again. Here is Geordie then, so I think he's going to go for another lap. Yeah, he's definitely going for another lap. 34.6. First race for a wheel. Oh, it's going to be a tricky one. Heading into turn 3, took a bit of a different line, heading into turn 3. Don't scrub off too much speed in this section, then absolutely pin it coming out of this corner here, as we've got a racing point in the way. And that's the same guy who got in someone else's way as well. Negda 1, hit the curb, Negda 2, kiss the apex on the exit of the curb. Coming into the hairpin, first gear down into the hairpin, brake as soon as you enter the corner. Down into first gear we go. Well, he doesn't put it down to first gear. Short shift through the exit to minimise that wheel spin on exit. Take a tight line to minimise as much time as you can as we come through Spoon. So many accidents happen here between Sebastian Vettel and, well, not many, just one, shall I say. I meant to say loads of opportunities to overtake there, as we saw with Charles Leclerc this year. Sebastian Vettel did it in 2018 in the contact with Max Verstappen, and Geordie's 8/10 up through the middle section. 130R, absolutely flat out, pin it through the throttle. Going to the final 2 corners, take much curve on both. And be aware of that bump as well. That bump catches many people out. Don't know how much downforce you have on the car. It's a 29.5. I'm bearing on mind he's been on those medium tyres for 3 laps, so we can expect a massive improvement from the McLaren. I was a bit confused what happened on the pit exit because Alan just went through someone. Crockett Gamer is coming out of the pits. He's currently in 2nd place. He's doing a fantastic job so far. Ryan Webb, 16th downwards, is yet to set a lap time, so let's see what they could do, especially the championship leader who's down 60 places on his out lap. So he's coming through the final 2 corners to start his fly lap, and we'll stay on board with him in the Haas. And we saw Kevin Magnussen and Charles Leclerc crash here 2018. Gradually getting slower through the 1st and 2nd corner, bring it down to 3rd gear, back up the throttle again. You want to kiss the 2 apexes on the S section, but he doesn't quite do that. I don't like this track. You need momentum at this particular part of the track through the X section. Headed into Degda 1. Meter board's been taken about, but brake before the turn in before the 50 meter board. Coming up through the hairpin, as soon as you enter the corner, brake hard on the brakes there. Down into 1st gear to the extra rotation of the car, bring it up through the gears to really blast that wheel spin on the exit. Coming up to Spoon, there's a car in the way, hopefully he can get out of the way, as he nicely does. Yeah, same like the 1st corner, Spoon, you gradually get slower as you enter the corner. Let's see what his middle sector tire's like. Oh, it's 11.6, so I don't really know what's the best middle sector is like. brake just after the 100 metre board, kiss both apexes, take as much curve as you can, coming through the final part, which is most tricky for some people because there's a little bump on the exit, and it's a 28.2, which slots him into third place behind Coffee Gamer, who's 2/10 away, and the Ginger, who's just into the 29s. So Chaz is there to set a lap time. There he is on his lap, so we'll stick on board with his teammate. Deck the 1, nicely executed. Deck the 2, what is it like? Just misses the apex on the curb. What is it like? To the airpin. We've got an Alfa Romeo in the way. I think that's Sada Geordie on the Ginger. Yellow's to centre 3. This is where he's coming up to now. Rather cleared away as Joey Games already retired. As you can see on the left hand side of your screen, he's not highlighted, which means he has retired from the session for some reason. Yellow flags yet again, and it's through here apparently. That's where the yellow flags are. I've had a mistake through here. I got on the curbs and I spun back into 2018. I don't know if it can happen in 2019. And it takes loads of curve and you don't get it validated. You can take as much curve as you want through the final corner. And there's a 28.4 from Chazza just behind his teammate, or just 2/10 away from him. Flip flop fish. They said the Ginger. He's come back to the pits. Crockett Gamer's gone quickest. It's a 27.6 from the Racing Point driver. That's a good time from Crockett. Laggy Racer, last place. He says he's on wheels, so you go easy on him. It's a 32.2, so he can do much better than that. We'll stay on board with him because it looks like he's on another lap. He needs to work on saving his ERS, and he's gone out wide. Probably been picked up on the steer through spoons. Took it a bit out wide, and that's the lap over. Looks like he's backing off. Here's Infinity Gamer on his out lap. His Racing Point teammate's currently in first place. What can he do? He's currently, what, massive 5 seconds away, but that can be definitely improved. We'll go on board with him to see what he can do. I've not seen anyone get caught out by that curb, but I think someone will do. Going through the fast first and second corner, you gradually get slower through the second corner. Onto third, you want to hit both apexes, which he doesn't do. A little bit of slidiness from the car there as he entered the third corner. Losing momentum through this S section, and I think he might have backed out of this one. A bit of a scruffy the first lap. Going to deck the 1, doesn't really like attack the apex. Looks cautious through this lap. Here's Infinity Gamer. Not really attacking the lap, it's just rather being cautious. You've got to be cautious on the Japanese Grand Prix, but you've got to explore the limits as well. You can't be too cautious. If you want the fastest lap, you've got to be all over the edge. You've got to be on the edge, shall I say, not all over it. Missing spoon. He's going out wide, so I don't know if he's got really much downforce with his car, because he saw him slide in to turn 3. Let's see what his split sector time is like. It's 14.6. He's 5/10 quicker. A huge 5/10 quicker on his lap. But this lap will probably put him into 31s. I don't think it's close enough to be the 20s. So not been a good lap from Infinity Gaming. He goes in 18th place. 131.7, so a bit disappointing from the Racing Point driver, whereas his teammate is currently on provisional pole position and he's sat in the pits along with the top 4. Yari, the championship leader, is on his out lap, so let's see if he can improve and where he can improve. He's a 28.2 and his teammate's on a 28.4, so it looks like he's going to have some nice clear track. There's only about 3 guys, well 4 including Yari, so we have 3 guys on the track along with him. Unless no one else comes out of the pits at this moment in time, he's got a bit of free air. I don't know where the other guys are either. There we are then. Oh, on that bump, he almost crashes into the pits. That bump can catch people out. Heart in mouth moment for Yari as he turns into turn 1, turn 2, into 3rd gear, back up the gears, into 5th. So he skipped 2 gears to be in 5th. Let's see what his S section is like. Hit the apex of the second part of the S's. Not really following the lines is Yari through the S section. Can't really say much myself because I can't do it. Ooh, his 4300 is quicker. Hitting. Nice deck the 1 and deck the 2 from Yari. As we come into the hairpin, brake as soon as you get into the corner. We down into first gears, they're working your way back with the throttle to get the traction. Coming into spoon, the fast left-handers, double left-hander. Well, I say fast, but the second part of spoon gets gradually slower. As you can see, Williams drifted off in the background. And he's back on track, so thankfully he didn't get in Yari's way. He's proved by 2/10. That could possibly in the 27s. If you keep up this pace, it'll be the 27s. The last 2 corners. Nicely done. You can take much curve as you want without getting the validation. It's a 27.9, so he just manages to get in the 27s. And he is on par with the Ginger. Laurie Quee, he's currently in last place in the Renault. He's back into the pits. Timot's in 18th, down with Avidity Gaming. Nav, let's see what this Taurus driver can do. He's not on his out lap, is he? No, he's not. He's on a fast flying lap. The top 2, Yari, the Ginger and Crocker Gamer are still in the pits. Whether they're leaving it to the very last minute, I don't know. But the Ginger would definitely want to improve on that lap to get away. To get a pole position. Is pole position the best place to start? Yari's retired, so that's him done. He won't be improving. Let's see what the Toro Rosso can do at his home Grand Prix, the Honda Grand Prix. 28.9, so it's a 9th place for the Toro Rosso driver. Chris is just inside the top 10. Geordie looks like he's struggling and he's spun. And that's the first corner, is it? I just caught him spinning. Where is it? That looked like the third. Yeah, no, it's not the first corner. It's through the S part. It looked like the first corner. So, I think how much fuel has he got in the car? And does he want to do 2 laps in the softs? I think he's got enough fuel in the car, but what about the tyre life on the soft tyres? Chris is on a lap. Well, I want to go on board. There's Alan in the Williams in 8th place. Can down in 7th. He's on a lap. Oh, lap, sorry. No, he's on a lap. Blue Racer gets out of the way. You think he's on his out lap? Yes, he is. Does it bring it down into first gear to get more extra rotation from the Mercedes car? So I've seen a couple of people make mistakes. All in different parts of the track. Going through spoon, a bit of a twitchy moment from the steering wheel from Can. Taking a short run up to 130 yard, the flat left hander. Since the board overtakes happen in F1, so Charles Leclerc do it to Kimi Raikkonen. Taking much curve as he can on the second part. Let's see, he put it in the wall. He just turned. What was that? He just turned into the wall there. I don't know if it's a controller problem or anything like that. He just turned in the wall, or whether the bump just unsettled his car just a bit for making. Or was he? I don't know. But here we are then, the main protagonist in this qualifying session. Nice, Degner 1 from Crocker Gamer, and I think that's an invalidation. Yes, it could be an invalidation because he went slightly out wide on the exit of Degner 1. Too much throttle pinned. He went rather quickly through there, but let's see what the Alfa Romeo could do. Timmins is ahead of him, the league owner. Can he get a nice slipstream? Yes, he can. He can get a good distance tow from Timmins. So that's Crocker Gamer out of the picture. Whoa, he's still on pole position, but it could he be a bit vulnerable to the Ginger here, picking up a nice toe. Go do the final part of the lap. Short run to the line. It's going to be a 27.8, so he misses out on pole position, but it says 27.9. Blue Racer's just crashed, and that's a Renault. That's a Renault. So they've definitely made contact. I think the Renault was getting out of the way, then Blue Racer just smashed into him as he headed up the hill. That's ruined his qualifying, but he's in second part of the second. Yeah, come on, what is it? Second front row, not front row, second row of the grid. Don't know why that was hard to say. Oh! Good job he was ghosted. So then Crockett Gamer is on current pole position ahead of the Ginger. Blue Racer in 4th place. He's crashed with the Renault. Don't know which Renault it was. Flip Flop Fish in 5th place ahead of Chazza. Can Races in 7th. Saw him crash into the wall. He turned in by himself. Alan in 8th place. Any update on what happened to the Renault and Blue Racer? I don't know which Renault it is. That's why I keep saying the Renault. I don't know his name. I don't know which one it was who just crashed, but there it is. It's the Dutch 1-2-3. Blue Racer in 4th for Britain. Flip Flop Fish in 5th for America. Chazza in 6th for Hesp. Can Racer in 7th ahead of Alan. Williams, Geordie in 9th, and the highest Honda power car is in 10th place ahead of both Red Bulls. Smoky Bandits in 13th with Mercedes ahead of Timmins in the Ferrari. He outqualifies his teammate Pricky. Jury Games in 16th place with the Renault. Blavotka 17th ahead of Laggy Racer in the Toro Rosso with their home Grand Prix. And Laurie was the only guy to set a lap time on the hard. He will be starting in last place with Infinity Gaming for company on the back of the row. So this qualifying session, everyone struggled. I don't say everyone because I can't really judge that because I've not looked at everybody's times, but majority of people struggled. I don't know how much wing they're running on the car, I don't know how much downforce they've got. It's rather difficult, this qualifying session was. People going off the tracks. We saw Geordie who had a little spin in the S section. So strategy soft to medium, is it? Or mediums to hards? I don't know. Soft medium or soft hard. Depending how long they can take their soft tyres for. The 2018 game I commentated for. Rather interesting. We had different people on different strategies, and apparently the 2-stop worked out of all the 1-stopping people. And the 1-stopping people quite quick on the first stint, but then it switched over to the 2-stoppers. We'll see what tyres people have opted to go for outside the top 10. Oh, look at that! All of them have gone to the soft tyres except one, which is Chris. Don't know how good his pace is, his race pace. I expect him to be further up the field after the pit stops are done. So, the first round of pit stops, should I say. Everybody on the softs except that one person. There's always one person who just opts to go to different strategies. He qualified on the hards. I thought he would have gone on to the mediums, but he's on the softs. Oh, we've got one Renault who's just spun. Last time a Renault spun, the last time I saw a Renault spin on the formation lap was it Nelson Piquet? Nelson Piquet 2008, and you all know why he spun, because he was practicing his spin later on in the race. There's a Toro Rosso in the wall, so this formation lap not going well, especially a slow lap. People are struggling on the formation lap. Are the tyres too cold? And he's not moving. Now he is. He's got to catch up with the field, and he's been disqualified from the session along with both Ferraris. So formation lap, I thought that would be the easiest part of all. I don't know why you would do that though. I don't know how people can do it. Like you racer mate, I don't know what was going on with you, but I don't know how you spun through the formation on the formation lap. So who will come out on top in turn 1? You could go side by side in turn 1, but eventually someone's going to get pushed out and squeezed out. We saw, well, Claire actually hit it out. Remember the first lap? Let's look at that. Crockett Gamer almost spun, and he managed to save the car on the final corner. How many people are going to get caught out by the bumps? Remember, they're on like old soft tyres and heavy fuel. Who's going to get caught out by the bumps? And how many crashes are there going to be? Look at that, 5 people disqualified. And that's not good news for Chris. He's on those medium tyres. takes time for them to warm up as well, so expect him to struggle at the start of the race. Well, he was going to struggle anyway because everybody around him is on the soft tyres. And the people outside the top 10 on a brand new set as well. So let's go from a different camera angle if I can get a different camera. There we go then. For FRL, let's see who gets out on top as the lights go off. We're waiting for the 5 lights to go. And they're off. So it is, well, even start for the top 2 there. I think everything, Crockett Game has gone defensive. And Blue Race is going to go around the outside of the Ginger, is he? And I think the Ginger has just made it. Yes, he has. He stayed ahead. What about further behind? There's Alfa Romeo and Haskell side by side to the end session, but Alfa Romeo's lost out. Chris has just crashed out of the session. I think Toro Rosso will try and go down the inside. Geordie will have the outside line. Nope. So not a dramatic start. Probably was. And there's a racing point. Is that a racing point? Yes, it is. Infinity Gamer, who was just spun. And look, Toro Rosso spin. He's going to rejoin. Oh my goodness. He rejoined in the middle of the track. He couldn't do anything about it because he was spinning, but that's him. He spin on. He just mirrored what he did on the formation lap. So he foreshadowed what he was going to do on lap 1. There it is. Then we've got Ryan and Tibbetts 5 out. Tibbetts has gained quite a few places from 15th on the grid. He's got Ryan right behind him, but I don't think he'll make him overtake it to Spoon. Go back up further through the field. Let's see what's happening there, shall we? Laggy Races in a loading last place. Chris, I thought he retired. No, he's left the session, so don't know if he'd like to hold up, but we'll see. So Crockett Gamer still leagues ahead of the Ginger. Blue Races managed to get up to 3rd. He's got Yari behind him. Yari's lost out position. We've got Yellow to sector 2. Who is a victim? Tibbetts stays ahead of Ryan. Crockett Gamer sets the fastest lap, of course, and Yari's under pressure from his teammate Chazza. Goes defensive on the inside, but Chazza wants it. Chazza, what are you doing? Chazza, he was committed to the inside. Both of them were committed to the inside. I think the inside line is the best place to overtake. I think it's difficult trying to overtake around the outside into turn 1. That's why he was desperate to get alongside him. It could have been a horrible crash if they weren't ghosted. They weren't, that because they were definitely touching, otherwise it would have been ghosted. So it looks like Crockett Games got up a bit of a gap from Blue Racer in 3rd place. Chazza, well, he's going to fight his teammate because it looks like Yari's picked up the pace now, and coming up to the back of the Blue Racer in 3rd place, the championship leader. Let's see what's going on further down the field. Not much going on. The 3 guys, Laggy Racer's just spun. Oh my goodness, that's 3 or 4 times we've seen him spin now. Well, 4 times actually. He spun on the formation lap and he spun quite a lot of times in qualifying as well. There's one racing point first and the other one down in last place. DRS is activated next lap as they cross the line, and the gap's 4/10 from Crockett Gamer to the Ginger, and Ginger's quite safe from DRS threats from Blue Racer. He's just outside the second. Crockett Gamer set the fastest lap of the race, and Yari's behind him. No DRS yet. Blue Racer goes defensive, try and cover off any threat from Yari, and he stays ahead. Chaz is currently under pressure from Flip-Flop Fish in the Alfa Romeo. Ooh, I thought they were side by side, judging from that camera angle. All over the back of a Blue Racer. The championship leader is trying to maximise that gap in the championship lead from the Ginger. And the Ginger is outside a second. Now, if I was correctly, he was 4/10 when they crossed the line, so he must have made this mistake through sector 1. A bit of dirt being kicked up by, I think it was Shari. Can he get a good run out of the hairpin? Trying to overtake in Spoon. Yellow to sector 1. It's Laggy Racer again. Saving the OS, that's a good tactic. I don't think they will be overtaken through here. Going to use it all on the straight. There is places to overtake, but people might be running high downforce. And Laggy Racer gets a penalty for cutting corners. And there he is again. Yellow to sector 2, I think that's, yeah it is. So let's see what Yaro can do down the straight. Has he got enough straight line speed and slipstream to overtake Blue Racer? Sorry about that if you heard me sneeze. No, Yaro saved DRS, so we're making an overtake on this particular occasion. Anyone down the field? Flip-flop fish, still putting pressure on Chaz in 5th place. Anything happen further down the field? Not like it. One driver's left the session for some unknown reason. It's the Polish driver down in 17th. Ginger, 1.9, he's losing a lot of time, so I don't know what's happened to him. Where has his pace just disappeared? It's only lap 4 of the race, so I can't really say anything about it. It's only lap 4, so is he saving tyres? It could be, it is a one-stop strategy, so he's trying to save tyres early on in the stint. He's got a 1.5 second gap. I don't think he's losing. Well, is it Crockett Gamers pulling away as much as possible? Yellow's to set to 1. No surprise, it's Laggy Racer. His gap's not too bad, it's 1.7, so it's getting. I don't really want to check it, but I am going to do. Laggy Racer might as well just leave the session if he keeps spinning, and he's lost part of his end play as well. He is on wheel. I don't know if he's just using this league race to practice or not. I don't know. Perhaps to him for staying in the race. I would have rage quit by now if I were him. DRS though, but is he close enough on this straight? The straight's not long enough and he's not close enough. Nowhere near close enough to make a lunge into turn 1. Neither is flip-flop fish. Yeah, not really much opportunities to overtake. You've got to get a good run at the last corner and hope for the best. Chazza goes slightly out wide into turn 2. And will prove. Who is it? Is that Laggy Racer again? He's dropped down into 20th place. 1.9 is the gap between the top 2. Blue Racer still under pressure from Yari. It's good news from the Ginger. I think Blue Racer just made a tiny mistake through deck 1. Oh, Yari! I need to look at that from the replay. I wasn't really looking. He got on the curb, then a snap over his steer just kicked in. Flip-flop fish is right on the tail, and so is the Mercedes. A Cav Racer on the back of Allen. No lunges down into Spoon, I hope. That's not really an opportunity to overtake. Well, it is, but we'll be very close for that. It is an opportunity to overtake, but you've got to like be alongside with him before he actually enters the corner, because you could just close the door on him straight away, if you know what I mean. 130R, big slipstream moment. Wow. Massive overspeed on Chazza. Hopefully he can get a better exit out of this corner so we can get more closer to him. And Yari yet again not close enough. Is he close enough? Whoa, he's popping down into 2. But I don't think it will happen. No, it won't. Yellow's set to 3. I ain't gonna check that. That's the problem with this track. Not many opportunities to overtake as I thought there would be. I think Blood Vodka just made a little mistake because Jory has just got past him. So I think that was him who caused the yellow flags this time. And Laggy Racer's gone out of the session. No, he's lapped. He's not gone out of the session. I keep forgetting all about that. I keep forgetting that he's lapped. Back on board with the Ori. Yeah, I keep forgetting that lap cars are ghosted. And who's that who's just made a mistake? Here we are then. Green flags. So a quick yellow flag moment, then it just disappeared. The blue flags are being applied to someone. Laggy Racer. So get out of the way. I know the ghosted cars, but you still got to let them past. I think the ghosted cars are for so no one crashes into you, because online lobbies back markers tend to crash into you a lot. It's so annoying. I don't know if there's an option to turn it off or not, but you still got to get. Oh, side by side through 130R, flip flop around the outside. You have the inside line, but for some reason he doesn't go for it. So he backs out of that one. And what's Laggy Racer doing? He should really get out of the way. That's a bit distracting. That for me distracts me with your ghosted and fighting me with your ghosted, because I don't really. He gets DRS as well. And there's yellow to set to 3. That's a different driver who's caused it. Who is it? No, there's no yellow flags. So wait, who is it? I thought I just saw someone a little moment. Yeah, so it must be frustrating for Flip-Flop because his opponent got DRS from a back marker. So it helped him, and there's yellows to set to 1. And yeah, there it is. It is Laggy Racer again. You know what? A yellow flag could come out, I might not check it. It's a different driver. There's Tibbets and Can Racer. Can Racer's lost his front wing. He's lost part of his front wing, and he's gone out wide through deck 1. So what has happened to him? But I saw someone go side by side. Then that's Blavok is retired for the session, so there's things going on in this race. If only you could have different cameras. 2 cameras on the same screen. When the yellow flag comes out, we can have a little split screen to see who it is. But that'll be annoying in qualifying because yellow flags always come out in qualifying. Yellow's set to 1 on 3 yet again, so let's see who it is. Nobody. Laggy Racer, he's lost his wheel, so he's out of the race. Thank God for that. He's out of the race. So the yellow flags won't be appearing for a long time now, unless someone makes a mistake. Here's Yari on the Blue Racer. Quite forward over, straight. I can't today. A straightforward overtake from Yari. And DRS and Flip-Flop Fish, however, still can't overtake Chazza. Losing a lot of time behind the Hash driver. His teammate though is up into the podium positions. And the Ginger is always not closing in on Crocker Gamer. Alan, oh. Alan's just had a little brief moment. And did he get away with damage? I think he might have a little bit of front wing damage. He definitely hit the wall. But how bad is... Yeah, he's lost the front left of his end plate. So, up the hill and he spun. No, he didn't spin. Well, I don't know what he did. Yellow's just set to 1, so this is a different driver who's caused it now. And who is it? So loads of drivers are losing it. Let's see if the top 2 might lose it later on in the race. There's someone standing up on top of a tree there. Flip-Flop Fish 6/10 behind. Well, was 6/10 behind Chazza. He's got DRS on the straight, but will he be close enough to try and make an overtake? Must be frustrating. Sitting behind, and we've got our first pit. Oh yeah, Blue Racer. He's obviously going to pit. He's lost a bit of his front wing. Well, Alan's just pitted as well, so Alan joins him. And we've got an overtake happening, and it is Ryan who's just finally overtaking Tibbets. But Tibbets is in the points. He's doing a consistent job so far in this race. Hello. Hello, mate. I don't know how to say your name. Hello. So Alan's rejoining 14. Blue Racer. So which one of them crashed? It was a Blue Racer. So apologies to Blue Racer. I thought he crashed up the hill, but it wasn't. It was Alan. So Alan's rejoined in 14th place. Blue Racer's rejoined in 12th. So is this the time to pit? How is the pit window open to stop? How long were they meant to take those soft tyres for? What will the Ginger do? He's losing still a lot of time. Has he got for wind damage? No, he just dramatically lost out to Crocker Gamer. Crocker Gamer's got good pace in this race. He's done a fantastic job. Ever since he's joined this league, he's done a stunning job. I think he finished first in one race, I think. I don't know. Flip-Flop Fish. Look at that. Will he lunge it down the inside? And Infinity Gamer has gone out of this race. Can he get a better exit? And Yari's pitted. Yari has pitted for his first pit stop of the race on lap 10. Switching over to the medium tyres. It's not close enough then, not close enough. And what about Nav on Geordie? Geordie's in a good position in 5th place. And Nav can't do it, that's turn 1. This is the problem. Oh, he's gone out wide! And that allows Nav just to sneak through, and he's hit him! And, well, fortunately he didn't lose a wheel. But he's lost a bit of his front wing. Geordie got out wide, he cut up. Well, I don't know what happened there exactly. I need to review that. But that's such a shame for Nav. It could be an opportunity to overtake, and he lets the Mercedes through. Ginger, let's go on board with the Ginger. I don't think more battles are happening. Yeah, let's go on board with him. See what his pace is like. See what he's doing. Because he's not making any amends to Crockett's lead at the moment. Is he struggling? Is Crockett gave his pace better? Looks like it is. And he's coming to the pits on this lap. Will Ginger do the same? Yes, he will. Don't think there's no point doing the undercut. Overcut, shall I say, overcut. So where will they rejoin then? Will they rejoin the traffic? There's no, well, the media runners, there's no media runners, but there is. What I mean by that is, no medium starters. So I don't think they'll rejoin a heap of traffic. If they do, it's behind soft runners. Smoky Bandit's out there. He rejoins behind Smoky Bandit and he's in 7th position. Ahead of Pricky in the Ferrari. And Yari for sure. He's got ahead of Yari. That's the main important goal for the Ginger. Yari pitted quite early. Or earlier than Ginger / A. So it was crucial for the Gingers to respond. And flip flop. And I thought Pricky was getting out of the way for Yari there. He's all over the place, is the Ferrari. And he gets a penalty as well. For a minute I thought he was getting out of the way for Yari, but he wasn't. He was just making a brief mistake. And down the inside into the hairpin. Will the Ferrari leave enough room? Does he know he's there? Sure he is. And he's done it. And that could have been even worse, because he could have clipped the back of Yari's wheel. I took him out. The Ginger, well, the Smoky Bandit and the Ginger on the same party as each other, so I don't know if they're giving the warning that he's there. Oh, he lets him through, so not often you see a Ferrari and Mercedes letting each other through. And the top two have entered the pits as well. So has Ryan in 3rd place, so the top 3 in the pits. The net leaders are back in where they need to be. Timmets is leading this race. He's got Crocker Gamer behind him, and hopefully he doesn't fight it out too much. But Timmets has done a fantastic job. He needs to pit though, because the soft tyres are starting to wear out now at this stage of the race. You can see he's struggling in the corners as Crocker Gamer gradually gets closer and closer and closer to Timmets. Hopefully he don't hit the back of him. Timmets got Crocker Gamer's got to be careful. And oh, he spins, and he's just hit the wall. He's hit the wall, and he's lost his front wing. Oh, Smoky Bandit and Yari. That could have been so close. Yellow flags again. Is there any more drama further down the field? Hopefully not. Timmer's been doing such a good job, and he will be frustrated because of that. Smoking Bandits is still ahead of Yari. I thought Yari would have got past him by now. But let's see if he'll hold up Yari. Will he make this any easier than he did to the Ginger? As Chaz has got past Timmets. I should check the comments. And Yari is ahead of the Smoking Bandit. And he's in the pits. And Ginger has just set the fastest lap of the race as well. And the gap's 2.9, so like it was at the first part of the race, 2.9 seconds is the gap between the top two. Yari is ahead. But where was the guy he was fighting? Blue Racer. I think, yeah, it was Blue Racer. Blue Racer is on the hards. No, he's not. He's on the mediums. On the left hand side of the screen, he's telling me he's on the medium tyres for some unknown reason. Hate when it does that. Yellow flag's in sector 3. We'll go check that. No, it's gone. It's gone. Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. 6/10 between Ryan and Alan. Looks like Alan's struggling in this race. Down 8th place at the moment. Ryan, no, he had a bad qualifying, but he's making his way up through the field. Where did he start? He started in 12th place. So he started outside the top 10, but now he's in the points position in 9th place. Could he get any more points from Alan? Who's made up the most positions? And yellow flags again through sets of 2 and 3. Oh, it's Picky, it's Picky. Yeah, he's gone very slowly through Dignal 1. Whether he resets the track or not, I don't know. But he's got Can behind him. And he pulls out. Oh, very tight through there. So one Troy struggling and the other has just spun. Meanwhile at the front, 2.9 seconds is the gap. The top 4 have stayed in the same position they were as they started qualifying. It did switch because Blue Racer went up to 3rd. Now he's back in the place he started. Chazza, he made up 1 position, he started 6th. Flip-Flop lost 1. Jordy gained 2. Alan stayed where he was. Ryan has gained 3. Smoking Bandit has also gained 3. Picky, oh my goodness, there's been a crash. There's been a crash and he's out of the race. And he's collected the Mercedes with him. But has the Mercedes... Did the Mercedes go through him? Has he lost any part of his front wing? I don't know if it... Because that sometimes that means lag. I don't think he actually hit him. Picky though, what was he doing? What were they... In fact, what were they both doing? I don't want to be too biased on it. Yeah, but what were they doing? Where was I? Smoking Bandit, 3 places up. Can has just dropped 4 places. And I think he's got a bit of front wing damage, judging by the way he's turning into the corners. Nav has lost 2 places. Jury has gained 3. Timmets has stayed where he started. He could have been in the points position, but he lost his front wing. Chris, he's out of the race, he lagged out. Laurie has gained 4. He would be in last place if the other guys did go out. Timmets. So, Picky's left the session, and Crocker Game has just had the fastest lap. So, Ryan and the Smoker Band has gained the most places. Lloyd Cree has gained 5 now, thanks to someone. Well, thanks to Chris leaving the session. So, 3 guys on them hard tyres. I got told to check out the comments, so I will do. No comments, so I don't know what he means by that. I don't think many more battles are going out on track so far. Blue Race is 5/10 behind. Chaz, so go on board with that. I keep forgetting he's on the mediums. It keeps telling me he's on the hards. Half a second, can he get a good run out of the second pole of the spoon section? He gained most extreme, but I think he rather get moved on into turn 1. I don't know if you can see, but on the left hand side of your screen I think there's some... I think a move is about to be done. Oh, he goes defensive. Around the outside, can he do it? It's turn 1. No, he cannot. Just side by side. Chazza gets a... Well, Blue Racer gets a better exit, but he can't make the move done. So Chazza goes defensive as late as he can. It's turn 1. I just got a comment in the comment section, so I'll just check it what it is. Apparently if you comment via PlayStation it doesn't show on YouTube, but now I'm here. Oh, I thought you meant PSF1 comment. I thought you meant PSF1, mate. I checked the comment sections on the PSF1 channel. I didn't know you made this stream. 3.6, so it looks like Crocker Game has got us in the bag, unless he makes mistakes, but he hasn't done any mistakes as I've seen, not yet, by the way, so looks like he's got us in the bag. The Ginger, whoa. No threats from him, but he could still be under pressure from Yari, 2.5 seconds behind. Chaza, 4th place. Is he comfortably in 4th place? No, he's not. Of course it is. Blue Racer's right behind him. Flip-flop Fish down is 6th. Geordie down is 7th. I think he might be under pressure from Alan. Remember, Alan made a mistake up the hill out of the S section. Ryan's done a fantastic job. He started in 12th place. He's a new guy to the league as well, so good job to him. Fantastic job so far. Down in 9th place. Smoking Bandit in 10th, ahead of North Gasmeister. Can Racer down in 12th place, ahead of Jury in 13th, and he's under pressure from Timmins. But the battle between Blue Racer is on. I got carried away there, sorry about that. Blue Racer and Chaza. That won't happen. Look at the pace of the McLaren. I don't know if he might be, or there was a glitch, but Tibbets, darn it, no! Oh, he just hit the back of the Renault. And his yellows set to 3. Is that the 4? He might have crashed through a pit lane. What's just happened? Did he mean to go into the pit lane? Because it didn't look like it. If you reversed, he would have been disqualified instantly. Did he mean to go into the pit lane? Did he hit that bump? But look at the pace of this McLaren. Do you think you actually think he might be on hards? You know, we'll go check. We'll go check. Oh yes, he is on the hards. Yes, he is on the hards. So why has he? Why the sauce? Sorry, not the sauce. The mediums could have been on the hards. That makes sense. The mediums could have gone to the end, but he's opted to go on the hard tyres. So why has he done that? Thank you for spotting that, Tycho. You know what? This glitch needs to be fixed, because for me the last race was the other way around. They were actually on the I don't know which tyres they were on, but they were on that tyre. And no, it was the left hand side of the screen that was telling me the truth, and it was showing me the wrong tyres in the last race. I think that was for you, Tycho. It was showing you on the mediums or hards. I don't know which one it was. However, though, Crockett Gamer still leads the race, 3.6 seconds ahead of the Ginger. Yari's still there, 2 seconds behind. He gained 6/10 of him the last time I checked on those two. Blue Racer under pressure from Flip-Flop. He was putting pressure on Chaza, but now he's for some reason he's drifted away, and now he's got the Alfa Romeo right behind him. What has happened to Blue Racer? Yeah, I think it is as well. So what's happened to Blue Racer? He was right behind Chaza, and now he's got Flip-Flop right behind him. And Alan, will he make a lunge? Yes, Darden's here, here we go. They both make contact, but fortunately none of them has spun. There's yellow flags though, but side by side, they were side by side. Flip-Flop is ahead of Blue Racer. Yellow through sector 3, and that's the Renault who's just spun. There's many things to digest in that. We had a battle, then we had a spin. Jody has just made a mistake. He has made a mistake where he made a mistake last time. Funny enough, he made a mistake in 2018 on that particular corner. And guess who it took out? It took out me. He made a mistake on that exact same corner. Will Alan go down the inside? No, he won't. He will hang fire just for the moment at least. Jordy's gone out wide. We'll get a much better... Well, we'll get a slipstream at least. The yellows were set to 1. I don't know if I should check that or not. Jordy goes defensive on the inside. Alan will swoop around the outside if he can. He goes out wide though. Too much shuttle in turn 1. What are your predictions for PSF 1 next Sunday in Russia? The top 3, not in this particular order, but in the top 3, I think Tycho, Joachim, Tycho, and Sean Larry. Not in that order, but those 3 on the podium. Obviously, I need to know the pace, and Flip-Flop Flip has caught up to Chaza, so he's making his way through. They're both on the same age tyres and on the same compounds as well. So this is down to the battle on track. Alan's still stuck behind Jordy. He made an optimistic move going down into the hairpin, but it didn't quite work out for him. They both made contact, but fortunately no damage was caused. (2012) remember Kobayashi going into the podium, defending Jensen Button. some good motivation you gave me there. I'm glad I gave you motivation. Try not to call the court as much as you can. It's so tempting to, it's so easy to call the court in Russia, but try not to. Just take it slow in, fast out through the corners. Don't break too late into turn 1, and Can's gone. So he's out of the race, and Geordie goes defensive. Alan will have to go around the outside again. Do you know what? This gives me flashbacks. This gives me horrible flashbacks, because 2018, yeah, I was racing Geordie, and I was stuck behind him, and I couldn't overtake him. He defended the inside line. It was so hard for me to overtake him. I stuck behind Geordie for 15 laps. There might be a battle for second place in the last laps. I can see, mate. I can see. Thanks for pushing it out. Yeah, what was I going to say? This gives me flashbacks to 2018, where Geordie, I was stuck behind him for the whole race. And he went defensive on the inside of the corners, and I couldn't overtake him. This guy knows how to defend. And then later in the race, he made a mistake and took me out of the process. So hopefully this doesn't happen. And he made a mistake there. He's made a mistake there, and this time he doesn't take out anyone. Well, Alan will be pleased with that. Alan parks his car in the right position to make sure Geordie doesn't make any threat of overtaking. And Geordie is struggling. And you're lucky there he made a mistake, otherwise you wouldn't have overtaken him. Because I spent the whole race stuck behind this guy in Japan at the exact same track. And thankfully, I flip-flop fish is 5/10 behind Chaza. Ooh! I push him into the wall there. You know, they both want to go on the inside, but eventually you've got to give room and respect. They both. I saw this with two teammates, like Chaza and Yori. They did it. They did the exact same thing. They almost pushed each other into the wall. You know, going around the outside into turn 1 is not ideal to overtake, unless you've got massive overspeed and you can do it. But side by side into turn 1, you're bound to get pushed off the track. The inside line is the one you want. It's turn 1. It's exactly what Geordie tried to do, and he did it. Oh, I had thought about it there, but he just couldn't do it. Like, I don't think Geordie would have given him any room. But Alan, Billy. Funnily enough, I just messaged to Billy a few minutes ago, Casper. 1/10 behind is Chaza, flip-flop on Chaza. Around the outside. Ooh, they're going to go side by side. And Geordie's done it. Flip-flop's done it, sorry. Let me say Geordie. But Chaza, none of them have DRS, and down the inside he goes. Before turn 1. Lovely move from Chaza there. You see what I mean? The turn 1. As Geordie has just made a mistake through the final corner, and Alan is close to him. This is what I mean by the overspeed. That's the way to get. That's not around the outside, it's just a normal racing line. How's it going? Good, thank you. What about you? There might be a last lap battle, as Tycho said. Flip-flop fish and Chaz are still going at it in 4th place. I'm just thinking. That's why there was a bit of a silence there. I was just thinking. Flip-flop has got much better straight line speed, and then Chazza didn't think about going around the outside. Would have been risky if he did. Geordie versus Alan. Alan is what? Gone wide to 130. I don't know what he was doing, but he's still stuck behind Geordie again, which you don't want to do. Alan versus Geordie, yes again. No move done, and Chris is going to the pits. Flip-flop could have got close to him, but he made a mistake through the spruce section. He could have stayed behind him in the slipstream, but that won't be happening. Yari's just had the fastest lap as well. Geordie moved once, we can't move again to defend the inside. Alan's got DOS has this team, he's right behind him as well. Geordie goes defensive instantly. So Alan's just, yes he has, he's done it. So DOS move from Alan, will Geordie try and fight back? And can there be a last lap battle though? Maybe not a last lap battle, but lap 25, 6, 7 battle. Geordie is just at the fastest lap of the race, and now he's just over a second behind the Gingers. Someone wants us to wear black helmets for what though? Someone passed away or something? I need to read this message out because apparently I'm going to wear black helmets or something. I don't know what for. Look on the BBC News. I don't know who's died, but RIP to them. Ooh, fastest lap from Ginger, so he's finally picking up the pace. Joy's just had the fastest lap, but he's on those soft compound tyres, so he won't be able to collect anyone. 37 seconds behind Timmins. Yeah, RIP to the BBC commentator apparently, whoever. And Joy was retired as well, so he came for the fastest lap and then left. Ooh, he crashed where Carlos Sainz crashed in 2017. Ooh, here's the gap, here's a second now. I'm gonna get them goosebumps every time. Flip-flop though, when is he going to overtake Chazza? Bit of respect to Flip-flop though, he's not made any crazy overtaking manoeuvres on Chazza. This guy Flip-flop, he's had a bit of criticism in the past by his driving. Not only that, but his attitude as well. But he's doing fine today, he's doing a fantastic job. He had loads of opportunities to overtake this guy Chazza, but he's not made any crazy overtakes, and he backs out of that one while they're going side by side. Oh, he gets on the bump, but saves the car. He saves the car, just saves the car. That bump does catch people out, and it's caught him out as well. And it's even worse when you're stuck behind someone because you lose downforce as well. Geordie versus Alan. Oh, we've got good overspeed on Alan. Can he make the move down into just as I thought. Oh, around the outside. Geordie swings it around the outside. Alan must have stepped on the brakes hard. I don't think we're going to go side by side into there. Ooh, 7/10 now between Ginger and Yari. This could come down to a last lap fight. The championship leader versus the protagonist in second place in the championship. Two protagonists going at it in the championship. My voice is running out, by the way. That's why I've not been speaking as much. But there's two battles going on. Well, one battle coming up and another battle somewhere else around the track. There he is then, there's this man who's led the whole race, and he is at the fastest lap as well. And Yari is right behind the Ginger. Flip-flop this has just drifted from Chazza, so I don't think any overtakes will be happening. Yari's has just bought the gap. Well, Ginger's. Oh, I can't speak. I told you that's why my voice is running out. Here, Yari's dropped outside the DRS zone. And Alan's right behind Geordie. And Alan made a mistake, but he crashes the car. That bump is rather proving difficult to the drivers. Geordie goes defensive on the inside. Alan, could he swing it around the outside? Oh, Geordie spins! Geordie has spun. Oh my God. Yeah. Caught it on camera as well. So, your thoughts about the incident between the two? And I think that's it then. I don't think we'll get a last lap battle, as I hope for. Your thoughts in the chat on what you think about it. Could Alan give him a bit more room? Should Geordie back out? I don't know. There's loads of questions to be asked. Geordie won't be happy about that, I can tell. I could already hear him. I could already hear him raging in the chat. And then across the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix is the Racing Point at Crockett. Ginger survives the last lap threat from Yari, who finishes second, and Yari will finish in third. And Chazza, well, could be still under threat. I don't think Flip-flop will make a last lap lunge, and he doesn't. And Chazza will survive the threat from Flip-flop as he crosses the line to finish in fourth. Flip-flop and Fish, Blue Racer in sixth place. Alan in seventh place. There he is in seventh. Ryan will finish in eighth on his debut for FRL. Fantastic job. The man who started in 12th place in eighth. Geordie in ninth. And the last man to cross the line in the top 10 is the Smoking Bandit with 1 point. Not Toro Rosso, not really having a good day at their home Grand Prix for Honda. Tim started 12th place. He could have scored points today, this man, but he spun at the exit the S section. He's in 12th place, and the last guy to cross the line. Race is over there for the Japanese Grand Prix. It's a Dutch 1-2-3 as well. Look at that. So then, Dutch 1-2-3, Cocky finishes first ahead of the Ginger. Yari finishes in third place ahead of Chazza, who held off the threat from Flip-flop in fifth. Blue Racer in sixth ahead of Alan in seventh place. Ryan in eighth for his debut for FRL. Penalty free for the top 10, except Geordie finishes 10th, by the way. From where did he? From 6th or 7th. Nav in 7th, 8th, 11th. Tibbets in 12th. Laurie in 13th. Chris in 14th. He's retired and DNF'd. There's your DNS, all the way from Chris down to Lucky. Chris didn't retire, he left the session. So hopefully we'll get a good battle for next week. I don't know where next week is, but tune in for FRL round 15 at 6:30. 7:30 if you're Dutch, Spanish and Belgium,